Hi friends, welcome to our next class, that is acids, bases and salts part 2. Now we are learning chemical properties of acids and bases. So in this session we are going to understand the chemical properties of the laboratory acids and bases. Here we have seen in the first part that all acids are so to test and they change blue color of the litmus paper to red color, and they change orange color of methyl orange to red color, right? Now bases also they change the blue color of the litmus paper to a red color and phenolphthalein indicator to pink color, right? But really all the acids and bases do like that? Yes. Now we are going to write all the results of the acids and bases in this table. Now let us see what we are going to do, right? Now first let us name the acids and bases, the chemicals given over here. Let us understand the names, then after we will see the results. Now HCl, as you know, this is hydrochloric acid. H2SO4, and this is sulfuric acid. HNO3, nitric acid. CH3COOH, acetic acid. NaOH, sodium hydroxide. KOH, potassium hydroxide. MgOH taken twice, magnesium hydroxide. NH4OH, ammonium hydroxide. CaOH taken twice, calcium hydroxide. Now here in this lab activity 1, how do we test all these acids and bases? Simple. Here we have to take 4 watch glasses like this, 4 watch glasses. So 4 watch glasses should be dried, right? Now here we have to make dilute solution of HCl. Here we are taking HCl as sample. Here all these are sample solutions, but to check instead of checking all these acids, from acids we are taking one acid solution, sample solution. From bases we are going to take one basic sample solution, right? Now here in these 4 watch glasses we pour dilute solution of hydrochloric acid, few drops in first one and few drops in second, third, fourth, likewise. So here we are adding dilute hydrochloric solution in first watch glass, second, third, fourth, means same sample is taken in these 4 watch glasses, right? Now what we are going to do? Simple. First we will check the solution, hydrochloric acid solution, with red litmus paper by dipping in this one. We will see if any color change. Here we will write, and now we write, okay, red litmus paper, if you dip in hydrochloric acid, what do you observe? What we have observed in the first part session? No change. So here I am writing the result as no change. Then what happened to blue litmus paper? We will take blue litmus paper and dip in the second watch glass, which is hydrochloric acid only. So as blue litmus paper dipped, it will change to, yes, a red color, right? And methyl orange solution we will add into third watch glass. Here we will see that methyl orange solution turns to, yes, red color, we know that. And phenolphthalein solution in 4th watch glass, we will drop phenolphthalein solution in 4th watch glass. What happens? There will be no change in color, or it is colorless, no change. What happens? No change, right? So here we have taken HCl sample solution in 4 watch glasses and tested with red litmus paper, blue litmus paper, methyl orange solution, phenolphthalein solution respectively. These are the results, right? Now To check practically, we have to do with each sample solution, and we have to check the results with each litmus paper and indicators. So here, so for all acids the same results will get, hence I am writing here. Here we will write the results over here. What happens? Here no change, here also no change, here also no change. Why? Because all these still here acids. The same results we will write, right? So for this also same results will get, hence I am writing the same results. Now coming to NaOH, as we did for HCl sample solution, we have to perform the same thing with NaOH. Means first we have to prepare NaOH sample solution, and we have to take 4 watch glasses. In each watch glass we have to pour drop wise the NaOH sample solution, and we have to check, we have to test with these 4 indicators. What do we get? Let us see. Now NaOH, if you dip red litmus paper in NaOH sample solution, it turns to, yes, blue color. And blue litmus paper, any change? As it is blue, no change. So here we will write no change. What happens to methyl iron solution? Yes, what conclusion we got in the first part? Yes, bases change methyl iron solution to which color? Yellow color, right. Now phenolphthalein solution, yes, glorious color, what is that? Pink color, right? So NaOH, sodium hydroxide, it is a base. KOH, potassium hydroxide, it is a base. MgOH, NH4OH, CaOH twice, all these are bases, hence we will get the same results. So hence we are writing in the table, so same results will get. Hence what is the conclusion? Here conclusion is that hydrochloric acid, sulfuric acid, nitric acid, acetic acid, they do not change red color of the litmus paper. They change blue color of the litmus paper to red. They change the color of methyl orange solution to red. They do not change phenolphthalein solution color. Coming to bases, all bases turn the red color of the litmus paper to blue color. They will not change the color of the blue litmus paper, no change. They change the color of methyl orange solution to yellow. They change the phenolphthalein solution to pink color, right? So this is the conclusion for this table. By taking these samples in the laboratory, we will get the results, right? Do you understand? Right. Now we will go for the next activity, that is we will here we have checked with 4 indicators, no? Now we got another type of indicators. Do you know what that? Yeah, welcome to the next activity. Here we are going to talk about another type of indicators. They are called olfactory indicators. What they are? Olfactory indicators. So what are these olfactory indicators? Actually, olfactory indicators are the substances which change their original smell or odor in acidic solution and as well as in basic solution. Means they show different odors in acid medium as well as in basic medium. Here we discuss some examples like onions, clove oil, Next, coming to vanilla essence. So here, how to check onions? Simple. Here we have to make the onions into small pieces, and we have to take 2 or more fresh cloths strips. So along with the onion pieces, we have to keep the fresh cloths with these onions in a cover and tie the cover tightly. Keep in refrigerator overnight for all the night. Next day we have to open the cover and take the cloth strips. Now we have to take 2 cloth strips separately and keep one on a surface and another on other surface. So by taking 2 cloth strips, what we have to do means, here on the first cloth strip which we have taken from the onions packet, add few drops of hydrochloric acid, and onto the second strip add few drops of sodium hydroxide solution. After adding that, rinse the cloth strips separately with distilled water. After rinsing the cloth strips, if we observe the smell, the strip which was rinsed with HCl, it has a smell which is different from its original smell. Means when we have taken from the packet, from the refrigerator, it possesses a smell. Now it changes that smell when it is rinsed with HCl. So the cloth strip which is washed or rinsed with sodium hydroxide also changes its odor, its smell. So that's why the substances which change their odors are called olfactory indicators. They change their odor in acidic medium and basic medium. Chloride also. How to check with chloride? Take 2 test tubes. Take 2 test tubes, 1 and 2. Take some quantity of hydrochloric acid in one test tube and take some quantity of sodium hydroxide solution in another test tube. Add few drops of chloride to first one and few drops of chloride into sodium hydroxide. So before adding, we have to check the odor, the smell of the chloride and note down. Then after, when adding to the test tubes which is we taken HCl and NaOH separately, shake the test tubes and observe the odors. They will have different odors, different smells. And vanilla essence also change its odor in acidic medium, basic medium. So like this we have olfactory indicators. So here the conclusion is, olfactory indicators are the substances which change their odor in acidic medium and basic medium. Right? I think you have enjoyed this class. If you understood, please like it, share and subscribe to our channel. So please continue watching my videos and comments. Write the comments in comment section. If any suggestions or any doubts, I will clarify in the next session. Thank you.